Did you comment on the latest batch of Epstein photos released by House Democrats?
Look, the fact is these photos are a fake news Democrat hoax, okay?
Well, even the picture of a bowl of condoms with your face on them and the text saying, "I'm huge."
They're 100% legit. I love those files. I'm in the files. I took a lot of great pictures.
SNL did not just mock Donald Trump this week, it stacked his worst instincts on top of each other and let the audience watch the whole thing wobble. Some called it the most unhinged cold open in a long time. Others said, a sketch has never encapsulated the insane brain rot of Trump more accurately. Well done, SNL. And they're right. The sketch takes place on Air Force One with Ashley Padilla as Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt attempting to lower expectations before Trump even appears.
No, you have questions for the president, but it's very late. He's exhausted. His brain is all over the place. So unfortunately, he can't wait to talk to you.
It's framed as damage control, but it sounds more like a warning label. This is the kind of preemptive excuse that Trump's team has learned to offer whenever he's about to speak.
Your favorite president, hiding behind my curtain. Ooh, peek behind the curtain. Something I enjoyed doing at Miss Teen USA in 1997.
SNL is reminding the audience of Trump's own documented behavior, including his history of creeping on underage girls and openly bragging about it.
Donald Trump loves a beauty pageant. And by his own admission, he was no stranger backstage while owning parts of 3 different pageants for nearly 2 decades.
They're standing there with no clue. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that. I'll go backstage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it.
You're like
everything is good.
There's a reason that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were BFFs.
And it took both an Ambien and an Adderall, so we're going to see which one wins.
So just a few questions, please.
Please. Oh, how great is Karoline Leavitt? We love her. Oh, she's got a beautiful face. And those lips that don't quit. Okay. Pretty amazing that I could just openly simp over my young blonde subordinate. It's giving Michigan football coach.
In one move, SNL manages to go after Donald Trump and Michigan head coach Sharon Moore in the same breath.
Let's get a close-up on the mouth. It's one of my top mouths.
I don't know if they... Okay.
I love that mouth. Look at that. People need to see this. Look at those lips. They go bop, bop, bop like a machine gun.
Yikes.
I'm a married man. I'm obsessed with this woman.
The sketch isn't just mocking Trump's behavior. It's pointing out how he casually treats power, boundaries, and accountability. Trump does not see the problem, nor himself is the problem. He never has. And here's the thing. That line was just from this past week.
When she goes on television, Fox, they dominate. They dominate when she gets up there with that beautiful face and those lips that don't stop, up, like a little machine gun.
If you had to guess whether Trump has made creepy comments about Karoline Leavitt's lips before, what would you say?
I want to elaborate on that. And those lips, they move like a machine gun, right?
If you said yes, you'd be right.
She's become a star. It's that face, it's that brain, it's those lips, the way they move like she's a machine gun.
At a certain point, you get the message, and once again, it becomes painfully obvious why Trump felt so comfortable partying with Jeffrey Epstein. In the sketch, he even insists that Leavitt liked it because he's so nice to women, which is exactly the kind of logic that people use when they refuse to recognize their own inappropriate behavior. The joke is not subtle, it's observational.
See, she liked it because I'm very nice to women. Yes, you have a question, you nasty, horrible witch.
My name is Caitlin Collins, sir, and that's one of the nicer things that you've called me.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's hard to recall a time when Trump addressed a female reporter, or a woman in general, with any sense of kindness or respect.
President Donald Trump has gone on a full rampage recently, berating and insulting female reporters.
You are an obnoxious, a terrible reporter. It's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. The way you ask a question with the anger and the meanness is terrible. Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person?
You know nothing about nothing.
Quiet. You're really obnoxious. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second grade. I don't even want to take a question. It's a waste of time. You're totally unprepared. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. I took a cognitive test, and I aced it. I got a perfect mark, which you would be incapable of doing. Goodbye, everybody. You too.
SNL isn't inventing his cruelty, they're just condensing it.
This week you addressed the affordability crisis. Are you admitting that it's a serious problem?
No, it's a made-up term, affordability. The economy is very strong. Everyone's fine. line, from the billionaires all the way down to the poor millionaires who we're praying for every night, which is a miracle because I inherited a mess of an economy from the awful presidents that came before me, like Biden and Trump. This guy did a real number on this place.
If you didn't know what Trump said or did this week, you might think that this was all made up, except it's not.
In the Biden administration, I inherited the worst inflation in the history of our country, or 48 years. And prices were very, very high. I brought the prices down.
That never happened.
Follow up to last night's rally, can you clarify, you have called the affordability crisis as a Democratic hoax, but you also want to make America affordable again?
No, the word that they use is a hoax, and because they're the ones that caused the problem.
Trump claims that affordability is a made-up concept, except here's the problem. There's video of him campaigning on affordability in 2024, followed by him blaming Democrats for inventing the term in 2025.
Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again. But the word affordability is a Democrat scam. One of my top priorities will be to quickly defeat inflation and make America affordable again. I don't want to hear about the affordability. We will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable again. You know, there's this fake narrative that the Democrats talk about, affordability. Affordability is a con job. We will target everything from car affordability to housing affordability. You know, this whole thing is, they use the word affordability. It's a Democrat hoax.
Look, I don't know if this is old age, dementia, or neurosyphilis, but it does help explain why Trump's doctors have ordered multiple MRIs just this year. And SNL was not done with this point. They hit him again on Weekend Update.
President Trump claimed that affordability is a new word made up by Democrats to hurt him. But if Democrats really wanted to make up a word specifically to hurt Trump, it would probably be fatmentia.
I think Michael Che is onto something with this fatmentia. Last-minute shopping during the holidays are the worst. You're probably running out of ideas, what to buy, the stores are packed, and forget about finding parking. Aura Frames is the best last-minute solution with a gift that feels thoughtful and personal. When it comes to gift giving, especially during the holidays, I typically struggle with ideas of what to buy my family, so I just tend to put it off a bit because I want to get them something special. Something memorable. And Aura Frames, in my opinion, is the best gift for that. Aura Frames lets you share photos or videos from any device and they will instantly appear on the frame wherever it is in the world. It can be at your home, office, or even someone's home across the country or world, wherever you want to share it. At night, when you turn off the lights, your frame also turns off to save energy and let you sleep. And speaking of time, it only takes about 2 minutes to set up a frame using the Aura app. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi, preload your photos before it ships, and keep adding from anywhere, anytime. Add a message before your gift arrives, then share photos and videos effortlessly, straight from your phone all year long. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag, so it's ready to gift. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. And now, my parents have one, my family in Mexico has one, and my in-laws have one, so even though we may not always be in the same place, we can always share the moments that make us feel close. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling carver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code GABE at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code GABE. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, can a man ask me a question, please? Yes, you're kind of a man. What you got?
Okay. Mr. President, any comment on the oil tanker you seized off the coast of Venezuela on Wednesday?
Yes, we're doing pirate now. Arr! You know, it's interesting. Last week I said Somalis were garbage, and now we're stealing the ships. Ironic, isn't it? Alanis, she's great in Dogma. She's at the end. But with regard to tanker, you know, I'm Captain now. Remember that, Captain Phillips? I'm Captain. I love that line. You know, Captain Phillips, one of my favorite captains after Crunch. Oops, all berries. Why do you say oops? I prefer it. I prefer when it's all crunch berries. Uh-oh, methinks Ambien has pulled into the lead. But don't worry, Adderall is still in the race.
This is the most unhinged cold open I have ever seen come out of SNL, and I fully support it.
No, we're not just targeting drug boats, we're targeting suspected drug planes as well. In fact, we have some declassified video from a strike I can show you now. Do we have that clip? Where's the clip?
Was that Santa?
Not anymore!
The reporter's visible horror when Santa is blown out of the sky is a reminder of the time that Trump famously told a 7-year-old girl that Santa Claus wasn't real.
Are you still a believer in Santa? Because at 7, it's marginal, right?
It's behavior like that lands Trump on the Epstein list. I'm sorry, the naughty list.
These photos are a fake news Democrat hoax, okay?
Well, even the picture of a bowl of condoms with your face on them and the text saying, I'm huge.
They're 100% legit. I love those files. I'm in the files. I took a lot of great pictures.
This is Trump's real-life defense strategy. He denies, then he boasts, then he denies again, then he probably boasts, and then at the end, he might claim, oh, I've never heard of it, I don't know what you're talking about, I've never heard of this person.
There were new Epstein photos released today showing you and also Bill Clinton, Steve Bannon. What were your reaction to those new photos that were released
Well,
today?
I haven't seen it, but I mean, everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. He has photos with everybody. I mean, almost, there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him, so that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
Right. SNL does not exaggerate any of Trump's behavior. They just let it play out in one interrupted sketch so the audience can hear how incoherent he is.
The president really needs to rest.
Oh, it's true. I have to begin my pre-bedtime self-care ritual, putting a bandage on my hand and covering it with makeup, then adding more layers of bandage and makeup. It's a medical lasagna. Mamma mia, we should all be very worried about my health. I'm very ill.
Them describing Trump's hand as medical lasagna might be the most accurate way of describing his condition, which seems to be where he's allegedly receiving drugs to treat his cognitive issues.
Then I will brush my teeth before drifting off to dream about Caroline's mouth.
Okay.
Let's get one more shot of it.
So
Look
I
at
don't
that
think
mouth.
that they will.
And viewers online can't stop talking about how funny the sketch was. The funniest and saddest part is that the dialogue is probably 95% direct quotes. SNL just uploaded an actual interview from Air Force One and thought we wouldn't notice. It's not satire, it's a documentary. The makeup artist who's in charge of the neck-gina on Trump is amazing. When non-sequitur comedy is more coherent than the actual interview, you know Grandpa needs to hand over the keys. It's funny because this is just a reenactment documentary. This is gold. I wish it wasn't so accurate. Donald Trump has reached a point where parody and satire no longer need exaggeration. His real statements already sound fictional, and his contradictions already collapse under their own weight. This is why Trump hates comedy. Authoritarian figures rely on confusion and intimidation. Satire does the opposite. It clarifies, it shrinks them, it turns fear into laughter. And once people start laughing, the illusion of power breaks. Thanks for watching What Was That? If you want more episodes, articles, and breakdowns, go to whatwasthat.show. Join the community and become a paid subscriber today. It's just me behind the scenes, so every bit of support really makes a difference. And if you'd rather listen on the go, you can find What Was That on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows. Until next time, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?